All right, so we're gonna do a quick update here on the motorcycle before it gets dark. I like this place right here. The motorcycle looks good right here. Look, always nice to see the bike right here. You guys haven't seen the Road King in quite some time, but here's my Vikla style Road King with a 21 in the front, 16-inch bars, and obviously fishtails back here. I love this thing. This thing's so cool. It's really, really nice, but obviously it's not as nice to ride as my Road Glide. That's why normally when I go out there, I usually take the Road Glide. One thing that kind of beat me pretty hard is music, and again, I wasn't expecting that to be a thing, but I really enjoy listening to music. But I do take my Road King Big Glide, make some noise every now and then. But what I wanted to tell you is that this motorcycle actually has an 88 cubic inch, and if you can see, I've done some things like I put that air cleaner right there. I put some of this wraps around there. You can see it right there. Another one right here. A couple other ones, you can see that right there, chrome. And I do have a couple of the other chrome pieces that I gotta put. I just haven't done it yet. But again, this is gonna be 88 cubic inch. And again, if you get into Harley for the first time, you know, there's different sizes of engine. I know this is pretty standard for some of you guys out there, but again, you know, you got an 88 twin cam, you got a 96, which I actually got on my Road Glide. You got a 103. I think there's another variation of the 103 as well. Obviously, Milwaukee A, you jump into 107s, 114, and all that. So again, if you're buying a Harley for the first time, make sure that you kind of look what you're getting, because different year may mean different engines as well. So you see a bike that is $2,000 more than the other bike and they look the same. It's not just because one has better paint than the other one. One may be newer, and that means that you have a better engine and all that. Again, kind of tip for some of you guys that are new out there. But again, you could find this 88 cubic inch Road Kings for really good price. And the only thing that you kind of have to be concerned about this motorcycle is the tensioners. And if you do any research out there, you're gonna see how people talk about the tensioners and how the tensioners are plastic and they could break essentially. So I'm not an expert by no means, but let me kind of give you an idea. Inside here there are a chain, and there are tensioners that are being pushing on that chain, one here, one in the back as well. And because they are made out of plastic, sometimes they break. In fact, if you do any research, you hear people saying they could break around 40,000 miles. Some people say less. Anyways, it's good to check them, because once it breaks, they can essentially go inside the engine and destroy your engine. It's supposed to be a catastrophic issue, so again, be aware of that. But nevertheless, you can find this Road Kings for a really good price. And by the way, there's a way for you to fix that. There's companies out there that sell conversion kits that you could go into hydraulic conversion or hydraulic tensioners, and again, you won't have that issue. So this is a 2005. I don't know when they changed, maybe 2006, 2007. So once again, if you're buying a Harley for the first time and you see a Road King and you see a 2007, you know you're not going to have the issues with the tensioners compared to a 2005. Maybe the 2005 is a really good deal and you're going to spend the money to fix that later on. Maybe you don't care. I talked to people that have had hundreds and hundreds of miles and never changed the tensioners, and they didn't have an issue. So it may be one of those things where people make a big deal, or it may be one of those things that will pretty much screw your bike up. But again, you got an 88 right here. So what do I think about the 88? This is going to be my final thoughts, because again, this bike is so disgusting. I have to watch it. My son Fabian, if you're watching, I do miss you watching my bikes and making them look really nice. So I do miss you, but big shout out to you for serving in the United States Marine Corps. We're very proud of you. So what do I think about the 88 finally? I'm going to tell you, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. My final thoughts on this is that this motorcycle is a lot of fun, and the 88 does just fine. If you're gonna use it to hang around the city, if you're gonna use it to hang around, you know, like the people call it bar hopping and things like that, I think you're gonna do just fine with this motorcycle. Even if you ride with a couple people, I think that you're gonna do just fine with the 88 and you won't have any issues. Now, I gotta warn you, it has 5-speed, and I know some of you guys may say it's not a big deal. I kind of enjoy the 6-speed, because once again, once you get into those high speed, like 70, 80 miles per hour, you go into that 6-speed and the motorcycle does not feel like it's screaming that much, right? So again, the 6-speed is one of those things that I do enjoy having it, but nevertheless, you could hit 75 with this motorcycle with no issues. One thing that I would tell you is that if you ride by yourself, if you ride with a couple close friends, like I said, you're gonna be fine. But you quickly gonna find out if you start riding with people that ride very aggressive, that like to push the limits, that like to go out there and put some miles down range, I'm gonna tell you, they're kind of gonna leave you behind. And sometimes I have struggled to keep up with people because I have an 88. Now, it does have to do a lot with you. If you're a person that drives or rides very aggressive and you're a good rider, you're probably gonna be able to keep up, no issues. But I tell you, you're riding with some of those guys with new motorcycles, 107s, 114, and they take off, and you may be struggling a little bit. Now, like I always said, pick better friends. If they leave you behind, probably they're not your friends anyways. Maybe you need to find people you ride with that are gonna wait for you. But it is gonna struggle keeping up with some of those people, and I have struggled with this motorcycle in the past trying to be able to keep up with people. But nevertheless, I tell you, if you're using it for your regular, bar hopping, going around the city, all that, this is a fantastic motorcycle. I really haven't had too many issues. I have enjoyed it very much, and I think it's just really, really great, to tell you the truth. I have loved it, and as you can see, I have spent like a lot of money on this motorcycle because I like it that much. So the 88 cubic inch, it does just fine. It really does. If you're gonna use it around your city, if you're gonna go bar hopping, if you're gonna go around and just enjoy yourself with a couple friends, you're gonna be just okay with the motorcycle. If you're planning to go out of state and all that, well, you're gonna have to take it easy. If you're planning to follow guys that are riding 114s, 107, 103s, you probably won't be able to keep up, and they may leave you behind. That is the reality. But overall, I think it's a great bike. I think the engine has done just fine, and for what I use it for, I think has been pretty good. By the way, when you put fishtails like this, 39s, and they're sticking out, there's a high chance that you're gonna hit them in the garage. So I can't tell you how many times I have walked by and just banged myself with that. So be really careful. There you have it, guys. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.